still make it to the top.
Kjell Bakkelund, representing Norway. A lot of people saying the favorite to win this, 245.
Now he overcame the first hurdle, he made weight, he made it into the 66s on his second try. But for years and years he was at 83, and then he came down to 74s, so to make it all the way down here is just incredible.
If ever there was an opening squat that intrigues me, and I'm sure everybody watching, it's this one. Where is Kjell going to be on the day?
His first ever squat is a 66.
This is going to be telling. Oh, wow, jump.
Well, I don't know how to read that. It wasn't easy, for sure, but it was certainly in no doubt. He's got more in the tank there, so game on.
You know what? Kjell.
It looks like he doesn't have too much there. I wouldn't want him to go up much more than 2.5.
If I know Penna, I could expect 5 kilos to be added.
Yeah.
He wants to try to hold form as Kjell. 252.5, 7.5 kilo jump for Kjell.
Now I'm wondering if his equipped experience is really helping him here, because he knows the feeling of walking out a weight that's way above his raw max.
Kjell, a world champion in equipped, a world champion in the classic, champion in World Games.
Yeah, took the World Games medal in Birmingham, and now he's coming back for the classic version in Chengdu.
His resume can go head to head with anybody in the game. Might he add the Sheffield title to that collection?
Currently projecting 103%.
But Joe, it was work for a second.
It was. I think he's coming close to his top end there. I think at the reduced body weight, I think that top end is going to come towards him really quickly now. I don't think he's got too much more there.
It'll be interesting. Look at 257.5 being loaded for him.
And I think these small jumps for Kjell is good. He doesn't know what his strength levels are like and his endurance is like at this body weight. So taking those small jumps, I think, is a smart move. And his second was work.
Forecasted total already, 758, and that just takes the openers after this. You could see that total possibly building, and that's a monster total if only he hits those openers.
Projected on his bench and deadlift openers, he's at 4.5% above the world record already, but he's still got to get his bench and his deadlift.
That's right.
But he's answered some critics on squats.
And Kjell, 257.5, has arrived at Sheffield, living up to the hype. 3 for 3 in the squat event.
Now, we're not going to crown him early, but it was the squat we were most worried about that he was going to lose on. And he's 3 for 3.
Had to weigh in twice, and the squat event was going to be the most difficult. He's only going to get stronger from here.
Tested lifter in the world. I don't think he does have a bad lift.
Kjell Bakkelund, 190 kilos for his opening bench.
Now this will be interesting. How much is the cut taken off his bench press?
Kjell, a bit of an anomaly in terms of the lifts. A lot of people have a big deadlift, and usually that means the bench press isn't your strongest event, but Kjell actually covers the most ground in the bench and the deadlift. And the squat, while very strong, is his weaker lift in comparison. 190 for an opener in the 66 kilo class is monstrous.
It's not far off where he'd open in the 74s, to be honest. Hope this hasn't been a miscalculation. He's got a very experienced coach there, Coach Arneson. And of course, he's been around a while. You know, he's been champion many times. He knows his stuff.
That looked relatively smooth to me, Joe.
It did. It did.
And that's trouble.
Now he's got a yellow card. Interesting. As the competition goes on,
Yep.
it's not looking as gaunt as he did.
Shell,
first thing.
operating in the 66s, has competed in broken world records as an 83.
Had a lot of success as an 83 in equipped. And then a lot more success as a 74 in equipped. And then he'd won everything he could possibly win over there, so he's back over here with the classic.
A living legend. Looking to add one more title to his resume.
Oh. Asked to replace the bar. Elbows.
Only 7 seconds remaining, I'm afraid.
I can't see the clock, but I think he's going to time out.
Time out, I'm sorry to
And he
say,
just timed out.
that is no
Yeah.
way, unfortunately.
See, this is the reason you need to have a decently short setup. Get out there and get it done. Because if you are asked to replace the bar, there's no time to do anything about it. I was just getting clarification as to.
Referee, lights, please.
Yeah, they're having some conversations here. I can't read the lips, but there's definitely, looks like there's some almost look surprised and shocked as he left the platform, smiling to himself like, what is happening here? 195 for Shell. That second attempt, obviously he didn't really take it. It's a miss, but it's a miss with the caveat.
Yeah, so he hasn't used up the energy, and he's going to get out there really quickly now. He's got a habitual slow walk to the platform, but it's time to get out there, get it in your hands, and lock your elbows out.
Well, he made sure before he left the platform to understand exactly what the infraction was. He knows what he needs to do to make the adjustment.
And the last time as well, he spent a moment adjusting his blocks. So he's straight out there now, he's got loads of time.
A veteran like him, this isn't going to rattle him. There it is. There it is. That's how champions do it.
Fantastic stuff from Shell.
Redemption. One attempt away for Shell. Shell, 308, opening with the world record. As a 74, he's gone into the 340s. We'll have to see where his deadlift is as a 66.
Well, we know he's done 340 in the 74s, but what can he do here? Current record held by a junior, was done at Junior Worlds last year.
This will solidify Shell in first place. 760.5 kilo total once he hits this as a 66. Let that sink in. It's his opener.
So that's 35 kilos on the world record, right there.
Wow, Joe, let me get your opinion on that.
He does have this significantly. It always looks a little bit unlocked from one side and absolutely spot on from the other side, but that is a classic before we started.
Which is why currently he rests in fifth place. Shell looking to pull 317.5.
They'll take him all the way up to 770.
106.21% of the world record. This will be the biggest record break we've ever seen on the men's side.
Yeah, it already was, and he's pushing it all the way up to 6.2%. I think Jesus, year one, had 4.2. and he's not finished yet.
Yeah, you know what?
Sorry, that is.
So I was a stitch. Let's take a look at the replay here.
I understand it is.
It's the shoulders, I think.
It is. This is how he deadlifts. It's how he's built. You'll look at it from one side and it'll look perfect, and the other side, his shoulders will look forward.
You know what? Dead
That-
on, it's difficult.
Dead on, it looks fine, right?
The su-
For it, just has to exaggerate the shoulders back.
This will move his total from 760.5 to 770.
Is loaded.
Last year, that'd be an inconceivable total for a 66. When Shell dropped into the weight class,
Let's face it, you
all
ain't catching
possibilities
Shell.
became open for conversation.
Why not break that record one more time?
Already the biggest record breaking in Sheffield history.
If he could just get those shoulders back. Much better, much better.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, let's
And that's how you close the show. Three white lights and the greatest performance we've seen at Sheffield. Shell has
Absolutely
arrived.
Brilliant. I mean, he's been around a while. He's been and come back and done equipped and come back. But yeah, that is a fantastic performance.
We've never seen anybody break the total world record
cloth this time. Thank you very much.
quite like Shell has today.
18.5 on the bar. For Kasensan Senebo, this is
770.